Hi guys, Arindam here from EdCLAP. Today I'll discuss very interesting topic, that is CSS, Cascading Style Sheet. What is the importance of the style sheets in development? That is very could be loud and clear after completion this introductions. Let's see. What is CSS? CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets, right? It's the style sheet language which is used to describe the look and formatting of a document written to markup language. It provides an additional feature to HTML. What does it mean? That means in HTML, this is the main skeleton of the web page, right? So in the main skeleton of the web page, you have to put some additional features like a graphical features. It means it's specially designed for the graphical, means a UI are designing and the user interface designing. We use this cascading style sheets. HTML is completely different. HTML is a main skeleton. If you write down this, the several codes like body tags, heads, then different input tags, table tags and all. So along with this we can put some different kind of shapes over there, that we can do that. It is generally used in HTML to change the style of web page and other interfaces. What I told you earlier, that is done in the over the CSS, that will done on the HTML only. CSS is important because it is allows web designer, web developer, blogger for their websites unique and attractive, right? So this is the main features of CSS. This is the design purpose, right? CSS gives us an opportunity to play with a page layout, adjustment of colors, fonts, effects and other different views. But keep in mind, we cannot change the functionality because this listener, add listener, click listener, hovers and all these things, so we'll do that. Let's come up with the magic of CSS. So this is a page. I designed this page. It is designed by the simple HTML, right? So in this simple HTML, there are some of the fields are there. It looks like normal, right? Once we just click on this, add this CSS, it looks as totally changed, right? So it looks a very nice, and along with it is not only the nice, it is responsive as well. Because if you make it in a smaller size, it will come down to the, it is right now it is in a 4 columns. Now it is come down to the 2 columns or come down to the 1 column as well, right? Okay, now come down to the rule of CSS. The rule of CSS means when you'll be writing the CSS tags, CSS codes over the HTML, there are two basic sections. One is selector, another is declarations. Then declaration also has a two parts. One is a property, another is a value. So if it coming down with an examples, the selector here is an A and the property is a background color, right? So then a background color, once I want to change of tag of A, then it comes down to yellow. So this is the format. So I will be doing this one in regular expressions, or in case of in regular CSS, we'll do like that, because we know in HTML we are having that hyperlinks, or we can do the anchors. So for that anchors, normally it is colored is blue and it is underlined. But that if you want to change the background color of this blue along with this background color is yellow, then you have to write down this CSS code, right? Now coming down to the type of CSS. How many types we are having of CSS? We are having three types. One is inline CSS, second one is internal, or someone is calling the embedded CSS, another one is an external CSS. Now the question is, why this three type of CSS, right? Because each and every CSS having a different objectives. Someone, we are having an objective of inline CSS, we cannot use, or we must not use this internal CSS, right? So now let's come down to the what are the objectives behind this three different type of CSS. Now coming down to the inline CSS. In inline CSS, see, this is on a web page. I designed on one web page, and out of this there are 5 paragraphs, right? So out of these 5 paragraphs, one paragraph for color I need to change. So for that one I need inline CSS. Inline CSS means it will execute inside the page, not only inside the page and part of the page, right? So inside the part of the page, if you write down some code, that is the inline CSS, right? Now coming down to the internal or embedded CSS. In case of internal and embedded CSS, they're having say in our website there are a number of 9 pages where I'm having. So out of these 9 pages, I need pages need to be a different color. So for that one, what I did that one, you are a little bit reddish color and it is greenish bluish color. So for these 2 pages, I change this one as an internal or embedded CSS, which affects throughout the that particular page, right? Next, coming down to the external CSS. Actually, external CSS is implemented or incorporated if you want to incorporate all the rules for all the pages within the site. So for that one, we need the external CSS. Here you can see the color and a one particular color of a page paragraph that I did for every paragraph. So for that one, we need external CSS, right? Now coming down some of the examples. See here, this is a simple text along with the one heading along with the one simple images are there, but the images and heading and the text are there, but this text, image and heading and looks very nicely, right? Because one the shape of the image changes. Someone is squared, someone is rounded corner, some is rounded corner along with this heavy rounded corner, someone is circular and someone is sharp square. And some of the text whatever it is written, which is just in a different color and looks like a card, it's called a card view, because it is when it will be when it will be this web page will be showing in visible in the mobile also, it will come down in a single piece, right? Now coming down to the one examples, this is a nice examples. There is a different kind of buttons that in the normal buttons we know that is a submit button, reset button. But here if you do use over this, if you use CSS, the button looks changes, totally changes. The functionality remains unchanged, right? Now coming down to the one examples of the websites. See, this is a nice websites and this website having a 4 different shapes. These 4 different shapes having a different colors and different color and different shapes. That has been done by using this CSS. So guys, thank you for watching this video. I hope you have understood what is CSS and how it works over there. So let's come down to the several other sections and other lessons videos are coming, and where these different codes and all these things will be dumbing down. And one more thing you have to remember, that my this lesson actually based on this project, because I'll be preparing one single project, and along with during this project I'll keep writing the code and that will be understanding to you. Okay, thank you guys.